Everybody, we're back at one of my favorite spots. They just freshly stocked today, here just a little bit ago. It's a little odd that I'm the only one here, so I'm a little skeptical if there's anything left or if I'm just one of the lucky ones that made it here first. I got my rods and my reels ready. All I gotta do is hit the water. So let's get my GoPro on and let's see if there's anything even down here. Let's see what we can get. Oh, we're already on. We are literally already on. So I was originally thinking about not uploading this video because I had really bad sound quality issues, so I had to voice over most of this. But you should still be able to hear bits and pieces of the actual experience along the way. These sound quality issues have been adjusted and fixed for the future videos. This took a lot of time for me to get things right, so I hope you enjoy. And make sure you stay till the end, because in this video, we catch a lot of fish. And on our second cast, we landed this nice brook trout. This brook is definitely a keeper, so with that, it's going on the stringer. So I'm heading down here to fish underneath of this bridge. Now typically when they stock, there tends to be a good bit of fish laying underneath of this bridge. I threw in a good many times here, but only ended up getting one small bite. So I ended up walking back up to my first lucky spot. I throw in just a few more times here with my pink trout magnet. I gave it a few jigs and we're on. One more keeper going on the stringer. So I tried to hit this big hole here while there was no one around, and I made quite a few casts in. But with my luck, today was not the day for this hole. But that's alright, because we are definitely not done here yet. And in this small clip, you can see me rushing up to my favorite spot as somebody has just got done fishing. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my first cast in here, and it did not take long at all. I timed this catch after I got home, and believe it or not, from that first cast it only took 40 seconds for me to land this fish. With catches like this, you already know it's going to be a good day for fishing. I decided to go over here and check this pole that I haven't checked for a while, and to my surprise, we're on again. So as I'm fishing here, throwing this fish back, I notice this dude just comes up and casts right over top of my lines and steps right over top of my poles. I know I don't own this fishing hole and nor can I claim it as my own, but to me, I just think this is a sign of poor sportsmanship, but you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. How would you handle this? Now I'm not exactly sure what happened here, but I started recording after the catch, so that's my fault. But this fish wasn't quite big enough to keep, so here it goes, nice and healthy. I decided to do a little jigging with my trout magnet. This is a pink trout magnet with a silver head, and it resulted like this. Right here you can see that awesome hook set with that pink trout magnet right in the top of the mouth. So we're gonna go ahead and return this to the stringer and then to the freezer. And as I'm trying to get my fly rod set up here, I noticed that my rod fell off the rod holder, resulting in a beautiful rainbow trout catch. This fish did unfortunately swallow the hook. Now with this tool you see on the screen, this is called a hook disgorger. This tool can help you remove a hook from a gut hook fish and help it to live another day. Since this fish was a keeper, I decided to go ahead and return it to my stringer instead. But if you wanted to invest in this, this is a good way to save a fish's life and let it live another day. Now we have 5 fish on the stringer, we just need 1 more and then the rest are catch and release. And right here is where I started trying to fish with the fly. I just had one get off right there and got frustrated and threw a nasty cast back in, and right here you can see that's the results of using old tippet. Do not use old tippet. Go ahead and refresh every year. And with that, I just had to make a redemption cast. Just look at how this turned out. I really genuinely cannot express how good this hook set felt on this fish. Since the last catch broke my line and wasn't a very big fish, I'm not trying to horse this fish around too much because I don't want to break my line again, so just bear with me here on this catch. And just for reference, I'm using one of my favorite flies, which is a beadhead Prince Nymph with just a single split shot, about 6 to 8 inches above the fly. You can see that bead head hooked right in the top of the mouth. And this here is our last keeper. The rest are all for fun. I thought that something had felt a little weird about this hook set, and of course it's foul hooked. And I didn't want to hurt this fish, so I let it run just as much as it needed to. I got this fish in and I immediately released it as it was a foul hooked fish. And there it goes, back to where it belongs. And unfortunately on the next hook set, I also got another foul hook. And for being foul hooked for such a small fish, this felt like a giant. I guess that's just what you get when you foul hook a fish. I get this fish reeled in here and immediately release it. And as it's getting super dark here, I had to turn my lighting up and I catch my last catch of the day on camera. I did actually catch 3 more after this, but it got too dark. Long story short, I ended up with my limit and went back the next day for some more fishing. Hello everybody, we're about to try a new fishing, well, it's not a new fishing spot for me, but it'll be a fishing spot that you guys have not saw before. I'm just excited to get some content out. I got the GoPro out, looking pretty good today. So hopefully we catch some fish and get some good footage for you guys. Let's get parked here and get to fishing. Redneck boy don't tie his boots. And that's what my trunk looks like. Go ahead and get geared up here.
Oh. Oh! Got him! Wow. Wow. Oh, that's great. Too small to keep, but we absolutely got one. Right there. On that streamer right there. Nice little brook trout.
So obviously the fishing wasn't quite as good the next day because there was a lot less trout in the river. But as long as you got a little skill in your pocket, you might be able to catch those fish that might not be biting for everybody else.
Didn't think it was gonna happen, but I ended up catching the biggest fish of the day on that fly, that Prince Nymph fly. See my line take off, and boy, it was on. Oh yeah, he's going home. That is a fat boy. That's a female, actually. That's a nice fish. Nice flip. There we go. On the Potsky egg again. Go ahead and keep him because we're running out of time. Say we caught 5 or 6 overall, and then here are 3 keepers for today. Of course, we didn't get our limit. We definitely did not get skunked. right? Got 1, 2, and 3. That was the first rainbow I caught. Not a bad day of fishing. Give them a little wash. Just like that, we're out of here. Thanks for watching, guys.